One of the first videos I did on this channel was a review of the classic Roland SH Series monosynths, the SH-101, the SH-9, and the SH-2. And at the time, I didn't think it was worth going into the SH-1, which to me seemed kind of somewhere between an SH-9 and SH-2. It turns out I was very wrong. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Zach Marr from Alamo Music here in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. This is our Alamo Sound Lab channel, where we talk about all things music tech related. And today we're talking about the Roland SH-1. And what got me thinking about it was a fantastic video that Sonic State did called 5 Minutes with the SH-1, and I watched it. I'm sure many of you have watched it. And it just sounded so amazing. So it's a testament to whoever was playing in that video. It was really a beautiful presentation of the SH-1. When I demo this later, I know I will not achieve the heights of that presentation. But I wanted to talk about, maybe go back and look at the SH-1 and think about, okay, how do you fit this in next to the 2 and the 09? And really, in this 70s era, SH monosynth kind of magic from Roland. And the SH-1 is not talked about as much as many of the other monosynths from the SH line. And I was always curious why. I kind of understood when we got the 9 and the 2 and the 1, because it really feels like a bulkier 9. And if you don't look closely, you miss where the differences are. And really, with the SH-2 having the additional oscillator and just that additional beefiness, I think a lot of times if people are looking at this series, the 1, 9, and the 2, and they don't want a 5, an SH-5 or SH-7, which are crazy priced in the vintage market, like $5,000 to $7,000. If they're looking for that kind of black case 70s Roland monosynth, really those are the three choices, and the 1 is often the one, because it's pretty expensive on the vintage market. I think it's the one that's overlooked. It's also, I think, rarer. So I didn't really pay that much attention to it. We had one. But that video made me look and say, wow, this sounds very different. So I pulled it out, started playing with it, started reading a little bit more. And really the key difference between the 2 and the 9, which are way more similar, and the 1 is the filter. The SH-1, I'd argue, is best understood as the System 700 taken and turned into kind of a portable monosynth. So it uses the same filter design that you found on the System 700 by Roland, and it is modular feeling in a lot of ways. I think even the way it looks kind of like it's just got more of a modular vibe than the SH-2 and the SH-9, which are more compact and kind of feel like something you could lug around and perform with. This feels like it's meant to be used with the input and output CV gate, the trigger input. It just feels a little bit more like that, and the nuances and the controls are also, I think, speak to that. So the filter it has is it's an OTA filter, and it's based on the CA3080, which is also used in the SH-7 and the System 700. And it's just a different sound than the SH-2 and the SH-9, which are based on a BA662 filter. So which is also found in the Jupiter 4 and a number of other kind of legendary synths. This has a different tone, and really it doesn't excel as much in the bassier tones as the SH-2 and the SH-9. It really is very sweet in the lead tones. And it just has a nice sound, and I was really, that video by Sonic State showed it to me. I was just like, wow, this has an amazing sound, and there's lots of tricks you can do with the filter, using the headphones out, putting into the external signal input, using, there's different controls for mixing in the external signal, and then affecting the envelope on the VCF with the external signal as well. There's a high pass filter. There's just some additional things in here that are missing on the SH2 and the SH9. An independent noise that you can mix in. Auto bend, which is a nice, it's actually a lot of fun to use. Kind of slides into the note. Not quite like portamento, just a different effect. And the oscillators sound different as well. So just a different synth that I think doesn't get enough love for the way it sounds. So let's take a listen and we'll wrap up with some final thoughts. So there you have it, the Roland SH-1. A couple of notable things that I forgot to mention earlier. One, I believe this was the first kind of portable monosynth to implement a sub-oscillator in the Roland line, which is cool. And it also has a selectable noise, which is not found in a lot of later Roland monosynths. Most of them just have white noise. This one has a pink noise that you can also select, and it's got a nice dark tone, so very cool on that front. And yeah, these go anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500 on the used market. They're not, I think, super sought after, and so I think the pricing's a little weird, and you don't see them as often as you see the SH-9 or the SH-2. But really cool piece, very cool sound if you like that System 700 or the SH-7 sound. It's a different tone. Again, more of a lead tone than a bass tone. It can do cool bass tones as well, but really excels in the lead type of tones. So if you want to watch a really cool video on it, watch the Sonic State video. It's really fantastic. And that's all I have. If I left anything out, please leave a comment below, and we'd love to hear from you there. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications. If you'd like to talk more, come to visit us at alamomusic.com. We'd love to hear from you there. And thanks for watching.